Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Today I'm going to talk about a classic masterpiece, Cartier Declaration. This was released back in 1998. And look at the bottle design. There's this notch which holds the atomizer in place, locks, and then you have to bring it down. These sort of things, these sort of presentations, they're gone. They're part of history. Absolutely love the bottle. There's a heart contour. It just tells you that it's been made from the heart, and it has been made from the heart. Right from the get-go, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a whale of a time if you watch the review fully. I'm going to explain it to you why this is such an amazing fragrance. Okay, Jean-Claude Ellena is the parfumeur, and he's not my favorite. And I'll tell you why during the explanation of the fragrance. But this one is a masterpiece, yeah? Absolute out-and-out masterpiece. So how does it start off? It starts off very zingy, lemony, spicy, effervescent, ozonic, and spicy. Spicy, yeah? Two types of spices. My God, what a brilliant bitter orange. Absolutely amazing bitter orange with a very lesser known note, Artemisia. And that Artemisia, I've smelled it before. I've got a fragrance completely dedicated to Artemisia. And wormwood is an amazing note. Oh man, and serious note of cumin. Now some people have a problem with cumin because cumin just jumps off their skin. And they will have an issue because cumin is often related to body odor. And it has that underlying tone of body odor. When I first smelt it, I also was completely put off by it. But it takes a bit of wearing to get used to it. Once your nose gets used to it, you are going to absolutely amaze yourself with how much you like this fragrance. Amazing bitter orange with cumin and all the notes I explained to you. The ozonic quality is airy, almost as if you're standing on top of a hillock in nature, and wind is blowing. It's kind of springy sort of a feel. Outstanding, man. Really good. In the mid stages, they have brought in even more sort of longer lasting zinginess to it, ginger, and clean greenness to it, iris, beautiful iris, and again a bit more bubbly, effervescent quality, juniper berries. Yeah, the structure of the fragrance is of a chypre, because in the base they have got oak moss, cedar, amber, and leather, and tea. That's the one thing that amazing tea. But the fragrance doesn't smell like a chypre. Only when you go hunting for it will you see that this is actually the structure of a chypre. It smells like a effervescent, woody, orangey, spicy smell. The most amazing note in this fragrance is a lush cardamom. Absolutely beautiful or aromatic and very alluring. Yeah, that cardamom is just come and hug me. That kind of a cardamom, absolute star of the show. And this is where I'm going to tell you why I do not think highly of Jean-Claude Ellena. The thing is, that cardamom, that cumin, that bitter orange, that airy quality, because heavy dose of ISO super, he has repeated it absolutely everywhere. So I've smelled that cardamom and that bitter orange in Épice Marine. Is it Épice Marine? I'll put the picture on. It's MSOs. That thing sells for 350 pounds for 100 ml. This one for 100 ml is 40 bucks. Exact same. Boom. With additional notes. So when you smell that cardamom in a £20 fragrance, this is 50 ml, and then you smell it in 350, it just makes your brain tick a bit. Then I've smelled it in a creation that he's done for his daughter, and it's the different company, and the name of the fragrance is Celle de Vetiver, which is where he's used that airy quality and that cumin. Yeah. So I said, okay, I've smelled this before. Then finally I smelled Voyage d'Hermès. I smelled it there. Then Terre d'Hermès, that is where the orange and the ISO super, and you smell it absolutely everywhere because this fragrance has this airy, watery quality. And that's where I started to get a bit upset with Jean-Claude Elena because he was taking us for a ride, you know. This thing is worth 20 pounds. You're repeating the same note in 350 pound fragrance, then on a 200 pound fragrance, and I'm thinking to myself, have you just run out of ideas? Can you not do anything else? So that's my reason. It's really annoying for me. The only other creation I like by Jean-Claude Elena is Bellamy Vetiver, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. So yeah, I wanted to explain to you because this is quite a well-known fact that I don't like Jean-Claude Elena's work a lot. Now, downsides and upsides. So let's do the upsides. See, the thing is, the value for money from this fragrance and its creativity is absolutely exceptional. You know, 20 bucks for a fragrance that has a range. You know, there's so many notes that you won't smell them all the time. The other day, it was a bit sunny, it was a bit bright, and I smelled amazing birch with orange. There's bitter orange and there's clementine. You know, sweetness of just like Christmas, but birch. You know, and birch. You know, Aventis, amazing birch. I smelled birch. The other day, I was just talking to a friend of mine, and suddenly I got this from the dry down, I got this cinnamon. So this fragrance is quite complex, and it gives you so much joy because this range is huge for 20 bucks. Outstanding, you know. It's one of the most creative, beautifully made fragrances. So those are the two upsides. Downsides, cumin. In spite of having this ozonic, beautiful cardamom and bitter orange, that cumin can smell, it does smell like body odor. And it's like somebody who's wearing an old shirt after a shower. You see what I mean? So the shirt is really sort of stinky, but you are fresh and clean. That's how it smells. Your nose has to get used to it. And that brings me to the second downside. I don't think you'll get a compliment. I'll be very straight. I think you might get snubbed on because of that body odor smell, especially if you're wearing to, let's say, to a party or a social occasion, daytime. This is a daytime fragrance. I think people will think you have worn an old shirt after a nice shower. So I can't see myself getting a compliment. I've never received a compliment, but I absolutely love wearing this fragrance. Age group. This is a mature scent. Chypres normally are. Chypre is a fragrance group which is for very, very confident men and women. Yeah, there's no gray. It's black or white. Very, very self-assured, confident people wear Chypres. It suits them. It's the scent, the nature of the scent is such. So this is for smart, yeah, uncompromising, very, very smart, very, very confident people, 35 plus, successful people who really don't care about a compliment. Yeah, they do, but not all the time. That's the point I wanted to make. Seasons. Perfect season is spring, man. And especially when it is a bit cloudy and it's still warm, that's the best weather. This smells amazing in that weather, but I promise you that it smells different in different seasons, so you can wear it in any season apart from very high heat, because that cumin is going to just go nuclear. So avoid it in summer, wear it in any other weather, any occasion. If you're confident, you have to be confident to carry this. That cumin can really sabotage your plans. So I think I've covered all aspects. Marks out of 10, I'm going to give it a high 9. I'm stopping myself from giving it a 10 out of 10 because of that cumin, and I don't want to mislead people into going and blind buying this. But if you can really deal with that cumin, this fragrance will give you so much joy. The cardamom, the bitter orange is just so good, guys. Really good. 9 out of 10. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.